Speaking of the future, we've actually got a voicemail number that you can dial and call in to the show and let us know what you think, comments, questions, feedback. The number is 917 267 8313. We actually got a voicemail from longtime friend of the show, Spencer. Let's take a listen.
Hey, Teddy, this is Spencer. Just wanted to leave a little comment about your show, the Majora T. I like the speak segments. I think they're real great. I was just curious what your opinion on the next gen situation is. Obviously, we've heard from Microsoft and we've heard from Sony about what they're doing, and maybe little glimpses of what Nintendo's doing, although I think the Switch is going to be here for a while. But where do your allegiances lie and all that? Like, are you a Sony guy, a Microsoft guy, or you're sticking to Nintendo for now? I think everybody would like to hear that and hear your thoughts and why. So I can't wait to hear it. Can't wait to keep watching your show, and hopefully the new episodes are just as good as the most recent ones. We're on an upward trajectory. So thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you soon, buddy.
Oh,
Bye.
what a gentleman. I really appreciate Spencer. Thank you for calling in and letting me know what you think, as well as dropping a question. I think you should know me by now. I have no allegiance to any of these companies. They do nothing for me. I do a lot for them. I buy their games. I buy their products. I support them. I support the ones I like. I don't like anything to do with modern gaming. I don't like the idea of buying a new console at launch, especially when there are no games out for it, or the supply is super limited and there's no differences to what I already own. I think if I think about myself, I'm probably a Nintendo fan. You know, I own many Nintendo consoles. I would have been a Sega fan, in the modern day if they continued their line. I own most of the modern Sega consoles. But that also doesn't mean I'm going to jump on board of whatever Nintendo is doing. I've always been more critical of them because I appreciate their work. I did not jump on the Wii U bandwagon when that was thriving. I did not jump on the Switch bandwagon intentionally. And I think I'm hard pressed to ally strictly with Nintendo when I see how good the competitors do at different things. I happen to love my PlayStation 4. I've gotten a lot of usage out of it. The Switch is really cool, but when it comes to the perspective of the library and what it can offer me, the PS4 just has it beat hands down. And I also think if I owned an Xbox One, I could find enjoyment from it too. There's not much reason for me to have one, but I appreciate each of these consoles differently. Now, when it comes to the next generation of consoles, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox, whatever, I don't care. Those are doing nothing for me. I've yet to see a game that is so strikingly different from what I've experienced already that is yet to pull me into the next generation. With the PlayStation 4 generation, what it was, and even like the Switch, was surprising for a lot of people. It's Yooka-Laylee. I was a Kickstarter backer of that game, and as it was getting ready to get delivered, I went ahead and bought myself a PlayStation 4. And I really wanted Yooka-Laylee because it was a return to form to a genre that just seemed to be absent for so long. The Wii U didn't have that. They didn't have a 3D platformer besides Mario 3D World, and that's not really the same thing that like the Nintendo 64 fan in me was really craving. And what I would need to see to pull me into the next generation would be some kind of throwback that's not like already prevalent on the market. I hope that answers your question. You know me by now. I'm hard pressed to accept hype for anything really, but that doesn't mean I'm not open to it either.